Welcome to another Online Personals Watch CEO interview. I'm joined today by Eric Silverberg, who is the CEO and founder of Scruff app. So welcome to the interview, Eric.
Thank you, Mark.
How many users do you have now?
We've had more than 1 million registered users since we launched in 2010.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you're MIT educated and you worked at Intel and Microsoft and Google, no less. What led you to create the Scruff app, and what's your founding story?
I guess it was the end of 2009. I wanted to learn more about mobile development and iOS development, and I wanted a date, honestly. And I thought that there were apps at that point on the App Store and in the market, and I was definitely familiar with a lot of the web-based dating apps. But I really wanted to do something that really had a different brand for the gay community. And I partnered with my good friend, Johnny, and after a series of iterations, we ultimately launched Scruff, which, in addition to being a dating app and a social app for the gay community, we wanted to create a new kind of brand that the gay community could really get excited about, that really resonated, and that people wouldn't be embarrassed to say, oh, where did you meet your boyfriend? Oh, we met on X. And that ultimately became Scruff.
So when are you launching your straight app?
That's a common question we get, and the straight dating market is it's an interesting market. I think it's actually quite different than the gay market. And right now we're happy with where we are. We're happy with staying gay. So probably not any time in the near future.
You've replaced winking with woofing. Now, how many woofs are people sending around the world?
Quite a lot. It's a really kind of easy way to interact with people without the kind of very, very bold and sometimes very risky chat. Hey, hello, how are you? And at this point, I think people are probably sending somewhere on the order of like 30 messages a second, which includes woofing and all the kind of different push messages that we send over our platform. It's a lot.
How else is your service different from the likes of Grindr?
Well, we've really endeavored to build a pretty feature-rich experience on the mobile platform. We're really think about different ways that people can interact with one another in addition to chat. So, woofing is one such example. There's another way that you can sort of rate one another and see how you've been rated, in addition to seeing who's checked you out and viewed your profile. We've got some other cool stuff coming up next year. But, beyond the kind of feature, the sort of richer feature set that we've endeavored to build, like I said, it's really about creating a different kind of brand. And sort of building a community around Scruff. And Scruff is kind of a look that encompasses a lot of different types of people. A lot of we have a tremendous support from the bear community, but Scruff is something that we really think can be pretty encompassing, and it's definitely resonated with people. And we've got folks now, when asked, well, what kind of guys are you into? They'll say, oh, I really like scruffy guys as kind of an adjective, and that's pretty cool.
You've got a couple of paid programs now. What do people get for the paid services, and how much are they?
Yep. So this year we launched a premium version of Scruff on iOS and Android, and we have two premium products. One is called Browsing Pro, which enables you to view more profiles, customize your grid to a greater degree. And then the other is Messaging Pro, which gives you unlimited message history from, we give you a complete inbox and the complete message thread with everyone you've chatted with.
And of course, the golden question: are you profitable at this stage?
We've just now become profitable. We're very fortunate to be, a profitable app in the App Store, and that's really exciting for us because it means we're going to be able to grow even further and even faster in 2012.
Congratulations.
And we're hiring we're hiring engineers for our New York office.
Great.
So.
And are you looking for funding?
No, we're not looking for funding right now. We are bootstrapped. It was a pretty rough ride in the beginning, but we got through it, and now it's really exciting for us.
Of course, saying you're not looking for funding now, everybody's going to want to invest.
Indeed. We're lucky to be in this position. So
great, congratulations.
Thank you.
Where are you going to be in a year's time? What's Scruff going to look like, and how many users would you project you'll have?
Yeah, well, I can tell you we are relocating our offices back to Manhattan, which is also pretty awesome.
Where are you now?
So we started in New York, and we have been a totally virtual company for the last about 9 months, with folks in California and kind of all over. But we're going to all be converging in New York in a few weeks' time, and then in the next year, we've got a lot of really cool features that we are going to be coming out with. We're going to be doing more with albums. We're going to be doing more with search and filters, and we're going to be doing a lot of events. That's actually really cool, and we're going to take Johnny Scruff, who most Scruff members know, who is my co-founder, and he's just going to be out, in as many cities as we can get him to next year. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting time.
Great, Eric Silverberg, you're the CEO and founder of Scruff App. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
See you next time.